than before. Through those open doors, where I am now. Where I am now, I'm in a special place. I'll tell you all the grace. Where I am now. It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. Where I am now. And if you'd like to see us live in WGPL 1350 studio, WMVA 88.9 FM studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page or Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton's Facebook page. And guess what? You can see us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the world, all you have to do is go to 1350 AM, 1400 AM.com, click and listen live, look for church webcasts, and all you have to do is hit it and we'll be right there. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning. This is a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be mine?
Let's welcome our neighbors. Let's welcome WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace, 95.3 FM, WPCE 1400 AM, WMVA 88.9 FM.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you do that, we promise we'll shout you out.
Promise?
Promise.
Shout out.
Make sure you go to the two newest channels. That's Crystal Records 1, CRISTO Records 1 at YouTube. And you can go to FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hinton. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. And we promise today we'll shout you out.
You promise. You really promise.
I promise.
Shout them out.
We'll shout you out. Miss E, how was your weekend?
Had a wonderful weekend. Oh, what a beautiful weekend. The weather was nothing but the truth. I want to give a great big shout out to one of my great friends, Mr. Ike Owens. Good morning to you. I want to let you know Mr. Ike Owens is bringing in the Universal Soul Circus. It's back in the 757, and it will be at the Military Circle Mall. So good morning, Mr. Ike. Thank you so much for tuning in to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world.
Mr. You're supposed to say it right. Universal.
Okay.
You know, they put the soul in it.
Are you talking about like
we do?
Like on Soul, or what is that? Universal Soul Circus. I didn't do it, did I?
Universal Circus.
Universal Soul Circus. Yeah. Okay.
You put the universal on it, but hey.
What is it?
Universal.
Universal Soul, not Universal.
Not Universal Soul.
Universe Soul. Okay. I'm giving it a whole new name.
Do it. I tell you what, it's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun.
Absolutely.
I like that because that's an African-American circus, and it's right back here in the 757. It's back here after 3 years. Yeah.
Yeah. So what else did you do, Mr.
I messed in my yard. I went to church, and that was the ball game.
Well,
I sit there and look at, at some great shows on TV.
Absolutely. I tell you what, hosted the birthday party for the grandson.
Happy birthday, Christian.
Happy birthday. So much fun. He took the plunge in the pool. Everything is open now. Everybody can come.
How was the water?
It was so, he said it was wonderful. I didn't get in. But I also want to say congratulations to our young women achieving success, and thank Miss Ivory for her wonderful community service that she, uh, well, her nonprofit Petals, that is a wonderful, wonderful nonprofit that makes flower arrangements, and all kind of things for those that are sick and shut in. The YWAS, Young Women Achieving Success, got a chance to go out there and volunteer and make flowers and make beautiful things for her organization. And it was just marvelous. So thank you all that participated. Thank you all that was a part of this great occasion. I did that. Yeah, I had a good time this weekend. The weather was absolutely perfection. Got a chance to go in my garden, just and a lot of relaxation, Mr. E.
That's right. What it's all about working. And folks don't believe, Miss Hinton, that garden work, yard work is therapeutic.
It is. And it was marvelous. I was up early this morning out in the garden.
Looking at the beautiful flowers.
Beautiful flowers.
Yeah. And the sunshine.
Yes.
Give you an opportunity to meditate.
Absolutely.
Talk to God.
Come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses.
I like that. I like that. Early morning, early shall I rise. You know, I can catch a word from the Lord early in the morning.
Absolutely. So I hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And, you did just that. Got a chance to relax, have fun, be with family, and talk to the Lord.
That's right.
But today, Mr. E, what's going on? This is FY Monday Sports Song.
It's on and popping.
NBA playoff.
My God, what a ball game. What NBA we got going on here. I mean, it was off the chain. I mean, this week was a great chance. If you ain't got your playoff bracket, you need to get it now. It started off in the playoff bracket. It started off with the Timberwolves against the Grizzlies, the Nuggets against the Clippers, the Lakers against the Timberwolves, the Rockets against the Warriors. And the scores were, Miss Hinton, in the Western Conference, the Thunders against the Grizzlies, 115 to 117. So that moved OKC up a branch.
Oh, wow.
And then the Nuggets played against the Clippers, 120 to 101. So that moved them up a notch to play against the Thunders, and the Nuggets began to ball. Then the Lakers played against the Timberwolves, and the Rockets played against the Warriors. So that moved the Timberwolves up to play against the Warriors. Guess what, Miss Hinton? Then all of a sudden in the Western Conference, the Timberwolves beat the Warriors 121 to 110. So that moved them up. That moved them up. Yes.
What happened to our friends, the Warriors?
The Warriors, I mean.
Why do you all claim they lost because your boy wasn't in the picture?
Well, two of them wasn't in the pictures. You know, they said Steph Curry was in the picture, and also Damon. He went on suspension.
So y'all
Jimmy Butler got to talking smack because he wasn't all that anyway.
All right now, Mr. E, did you say that about Jimmy?
I said that about Jimmy Butler. He couldn't hit the back of a barn, and I don't know. They just gave him an opportunity to play ball.
No, that is not fair, Mr. E. He's one of the stars.
He's one of the stars. Starlight, Star Bright.
He's one of the three amigos. Remember, we named them.
They put him as three amigos, and it looked like the three amigos fell off the wagon.
Oh my
Steph Curry
God.
got hurt, Draymond Green got suspended, and Jimmy Butler was faking.
Well, why did Draymond feel the need to mess up in the playoffs?
Well,
Mr.
he's a Dennis Rodman look-alike. So so what happened was they decided they don't have that. He went too far and beyond with the roughness of the basketball.
Yes,
game.
he did.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
And then the Thunders played against the Nuggets. Nuggets, they thought that the Nuggets, they thought Denver was on fire.
Yes.
But the Nuggets came out. They came out and they began to beat the Nuggets. They began to beat Thunders came out, beat the Nuggets 125-93. You had a question the other day that when we was talking about how can a team beat another team so bad, then at the final they cannot
beat the mess. You get to the final and you dragging 30, 40, 40 points behind. You all are stars. How did you stop playing good basketball at the end of the line?
Well, the Thunder was too much for them. In the seventh game, back in OKC, the crowd was there, and they said that the crowd got exhausted for cheering so hard.
And then they start singing, na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. But see, you got to rewind because you got to tell me what happened to our poor Celtics. They just went by the way
we
of
ain't on
sand.
that side of the track.
We're not over there yet. You got to hurry to get over there so I can talk about
so
that.
We got to look at the Thunders and the Nuggets. So in this playoff coming up tomorrow night, I think it's tonight. Tonight, May the 20th. The Thunders versus the Timberwolves. Kick-off time about 8:30 tonight. What's your prediction? OKC or the Timberwolves?
I'm just going to look.
You just going to look.
I'm not going to make a prediction.
You got to give me my. You got to get to.
I'm like, now. I'm going to go, well, I'll put it like this. OKC is the fan favorite for me. I'm ready to, hey, let's see them go all the way to the tizzer. So let's see. Let's see what happens.
And so that be the Western champion. If OKC beat the Timberwolves, they win the Western Conference. And so now when we switch over.
Did you make your prediction?
I'm going to make my prediction right now. OKC. Oh, can you see?
But see, just don't go too fast. Let's talk about the Nuggets and that game on yesterday. What happened?
The same way that you drag it.
I mean, what happened?
The same way that you
drag They dragged right through this. Now,
they,
Mr. E, tell me now. These folks come all the way to the end and they drag.
The joke was on the Joker. The joke was on the Joker. The Joker couldn't hang with that boy with that funny name. That boy with that funny name hit 35 points on him yesterday. And the Joker could not hang. The score was 125-93. And the joke was on the Joker.
Well, you win some and you lose some. Somebody got to go home.
He only hit 29 points, so he had to go. But at least they went all the way to the seventh round.
Absolutely.
And so now when we jump into the Western Conference, for those who are looking at the game, you had the Cleveland Cavaliers played against the Indiana Pacers, and the Indiana beat them. And so now that made the Indiana Pacers advance to game one in the semifinals. And so then you had the Knicks play against the Celtics. I seen so many stars jump out there at the game when I saw the Knicks play against the Celtics that advanced the Knicks to the semifinal. Listen, what's his name? That wears glasses, and Wilson was out there, and so many New Yorkers was out there, and they said that your boy even got an opportunity to watch the game from his cell.
All right. He didn't get no privilege like that. Somebody lied.
They said that Diddy got an opportunity to see the game from the cell. So he saw New York beat the Celtics. What happened to the Celtics? I just need you to tell me what happened to them.
They came dragging into that game. How do you get all the way to the playoffs and you're just dragging 30, 40 points behind? What's that called?
They went all the way to 7.
Because the Celtics, according to their record, which you say you don't look at, but their history, they were in the house.
They was in the house. They sure was.
Now you come all the way to this last game here, and you act like you on. I'm not gonna say that word, but you act like something is wrong.
It is. It is something wrong. the Knicks outplayed them.
But look, I heard a lot of people say that because what you call it wasn't in the game.
Oh, Jalen. Oh, no.
I keep hearing that.
But you got to remember, the Boston Celtics has a bench. I don't know how they lost that game. It was surprising to me because they got 5 men that can come off the bench and light it up. They got 5 good men that, if the first 5 can't do it, the second 5 will pull them through. So the second 5 and the first 5 drop the ball.
But that's what I'm saying. You just can't go by one player, can you?
You can't go by one player.
One player leaves and get hurt, and that's it.
That's what Lakers did. They went by the overrated one player, and they dropped off at the beginning.
We're not going to talk about the Lakers.
What happened to them?
They've been gone.
They've been gone. They was HISTOR, history. And so now the Celtics are history. They gone by the way. They ain't going by.
I'm kind of sorry that they did.
Why?
Because, the name, the brand, the Celtics.
Well, you got to look at this new brand. Indiana Pacers versus the Knicks. The New York Knicks are back in the house, and the fan was off the chain. I mean, I never seen, what's that little fellow name that comes out there all the time with his fashion design?
Not Alec.
No, he's a fashion divinity.
Guru.
He's got some Timberlands with the Knicks on the side of them.
Mm-hmm.
He wear the white glasses that has the Knicks. He got a special design hat that he wears that says the Knicks. He just
Spike Lee.
Spike Lee. He just a Nickonaire. He just a Nickonaire.
He might as well be a coach.
He might as well.
He's on the sideline. I've been just trying to call every move there is.
And he's right on the front row.
Absolutely.
Just before we go a little further, I just had a little beep in my ear to let us know that guess who's coming back to be a sportscaster?
Oh,
Michael Jordan is coming on the scene to be a sportscaster.
Good.
So you can watch it next year. Next year, you can see MJ in the sportscaster group calling play-by-play.
That is absolutely fabulous. It's going to be good to see him.
So the Indiana Pacers will advance to the finals along with the New York Knicks, and the game starts tomorrow night on TNT, and the New York Knicks play against Indiana Pacers. So the Indiana Pacers, my prediction for that game will be the Indiana Pacers.
Well, I would like to see OKC and the Knicks end up in the final.
Well,
those the two.
You got to get past the Indiana Pacers.
I understand that. Look, why do you think I said that? Because they're going to get past the Pacers.
I really don't think
because
so.
they're going to get past the Pacers.
I believe that the championship game will be Indiana, like I said from the beginning, and OKC. Oh, can you see? That's a fly on my knee. Get him off. I want to say good morning to Miss Mardell Lewis. Good morning to she said good morning to 2 of my favorite friends. Miss Sheila Robbins, thank you so much for tuning in to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world.
So, Mr. E, you did your prediction, who you want to go to the final end. I got OKC and the Knicks. I would love to see them go toe to toe. Now, listen.
I'm writing that down.
When it comes to OKC and the Knicks, I don't know if I have a favorite. Either one of them could win, and I would be happy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have a favorite. I'm going with OKC all the way. Even the Indiana Pacers. If the Indiana Pacers make it, I'm still going with OKC. That young group, I mean, they know how to step on the accelerator and put the gas to put the pedal to the metal, and they know how to spark up that game.
Absolutely. Well, we shall see, Mr. E. That game is coming on tonight with the Pacers. Tonight. You don't want to miss it. The first game you see tonight is that took them out of it. But the first game starts with will be May the 21st for the Indiana Pacers, and then you're gonna see everybody on that point. Okay, we shall see. We're going to keep watching, and it's going to be very, very interesting. I think a lot of people are into basketball, the NBA. Look, you got Michael Jordan coming back.
Yeah.
He's going to be out there, just like Charles Barkley. He's a fan favorite. I love to hear him talk about.
Lord.
I do.
Chuck got a problem.
I love to hear him talk about basketball.
Chuck has a problem. Chuck is
Stephen Smith. Can you imagine Stephen Smith, Michael Jordan, and Charles Barkley and them sitting there at the table? I think that's going to be absolutely fun.
You know, they was talking about Stephen Smith the other day when Stephen Smith came on the scene dressed to impress. They said Stephen Smith sitting up there with the cowboy colors on.
I think he likes them. I know you said that
he really likes.
He shades them a lot.
He
must like him.
Yeah,
but Stephen Smith, we need to do a story on him because he's been out there for a minute.
That's right.
He's good. He may have a motor mouth, but he is definitely a great commentator.
You know, Miss Hinton, here's one of the greatest things I want to talk about at this time for the WNBA women's national basketball game. I mean, this was off the chain this weekend on Saturday. The Liberty beat the Aces 92-78, and the Fever with Caitlin beat the Sky. I mean, Angela Reese.
It was good to see them together, but there was drama.
That was drama. Yes, there was drama. Caitlin fouled Angela, and Angela didn't like it. She
was a little bit too rough. I mean, she pushed her down to the floor now, Miss Steve.
Nah, that wasn't. That was acting too.
Oh, right.
That was acting too. That was. You got to remember. That Angel Reese is a great actress.
Oh, right now.
That Caitlin Clark did not. Look at how many times Caitlin done hit the floor and nobody said that was an act. They knocked her down.
Why y'all can't get on the side of our sister girl?
Well, you
sometimes.
know, Angel Reese,
I like
her.
I like her. She is definitely a champion.
She is a champion.
We want to make sure we are fair.
And she brought something to the court. A lot of people may not understand that she brought a lot. Her and Caitlin, when she was playing with LSU, she brought a lot to the table.
Well, I'm saying this because a lot of people, not a lot of people, but people are trying to demonize her already and make the other one the great hope, the great W Hope. It's like, now hold up here. We're not going down that road with y'all. We're not going to demonize this one and this one right here.
I think Angel is a great ball player. You know, I think Angel has brought a lot to the table to basketball. Fashion debonair.
Give her a chance.
You know, a fashion debonair, a fashion.
This don't have nothing to do with fashion. Talent. This girl is here because of her talent, and she has definitely brought the girls and the boys to the yard. Let me say, I'm going to take up for because I'm hearing, I'm hearing all that talk about this one, and this one's supposed to be the hope of the world. It's like, now hold up here. Both of these girls are talented. Both of them brought the boys and the girls to the yard. They're making it more popular. Give them a chance to get in there real good and really make the WNBA what it needs to be.
That's right. And I'm so glad that Caitlin and Angel are the best of friends on and off the court. But the thing about it is when Angel fell to the ground or was on the sideline and Caitlin hit that 3-point, Angel gave that girl a look that was saying, I ought to knock your head.
Yeah, they're really good. But Mr. E, I asked you this question before. Do you think like some of this is drama? Is it for good TV that you have to have some drama in these games?
Well, whenever you look at two stars, they looking for them to act up. They looking for something that to make it against one another. I'm against you, you against me, I'm against you. So they looking like it's a rivalry. There's a fight going on here. They're looking at the box office. Let me tell you, Miss Hinton, if you don't look at it, Caitlin and Angel Reese has packed those stadiums out. I mean, even McDonald's joined the bandwagon along with Angel. She's got an Angel Reese burger at McDonald's, Angel Reese Burger. So hey, when you get an opportunity to go down to McDonald's and ask for an Angel Reese Burger.
I'll tell you, it's great to see both of them play. It's great to see what they have done with the coming to the WNBA. It really did bring more popularity to the sport. The money's coming, the endorsement. It's absolutely marvelous. It really and again, Mr. E, they are playing ball.
They're playing basketball. They're playing that
Absolutely.
basketball, and I'm enjoying every minute of seeing WNBA basketball game. Then on Sunday for WNBA, the Mystics played against the Suns, and the Sparks played against the Lynx. And the score was 89-75. The Lynx against the Sparks, and the Mystics against the Suns on Sunday was 90-85. So you got some great women basketball players out there. I mean, and they're doing a wonderful job. Your girl played also. The one that got caught over in Russia with the
oh my goodness,
that played for Baylor.
yes.
She also played out there also, but her stardom is gone. The light's gone out.
Why
her
you
stardom.
say that, Mr. E?
Because she couldn't hit the back of a barn. Big as she is, and all that she have done, she couldn't hit the back of a barn, not making any ink on the paper. One time, and the only ink that she made on the paper is when she went to Russia. Got caught
right
in
now.
Russia.
Mr. E, that's wrong.
You know?
You know good as well. She's a star.
So next year, Mr. Hinton, coming up this year, NBA, NFL is coming right around the corner, not too far away. But that the women are playing football also.
Of course they are. We had the lady that markets that the professional football league on FYI radio show.
We're going to do a show one day and ask our listening audience, what do you think about women playing tackle football?
Of course they should. Of course they should.
I can see
they can do anything anybody else can do.
I can see some of our listening audience head right now saying, no,
some women don't want to see it. Some women don't want to see it.
That's right. Some women don't want to see women playing tackle football just like the men are playing. But I can see that they saying, no, they're going too far.
Yes, because guess what? It's already here.
It's
already
there.
Professional women's football team.
We're going to take a poll on that to find out how many of you would love to see women play football.
Well, Busy, I wanted to rewind a minute and see what you think of some of the names of the teams with the WNBA.
Oh, Lord.
The Aces, the Liberty, the Skies,
where are they from?
The Fever, the Storms, the Mercuries, the Mystics, the
only teams I can tell you.
Some of the names are kind of funny.
They're off the chain. When you see the Liberty or the Acers, or you say, where they from? Where they from? Where them?
Got to get to know them. You got to watch.
Where the fans at? Where them fans? The only one I know that's got a team that's got a great team name is the Fever. I know who that is. All I got to put that team with K and the Sky.
You're gonna have to learn the teams and the stars, the big timers, the those that are really, really, really making the game work.
So that's football for today. Don't forget to keep on tuning in to FYI and listen to Sports Talk. I mean, listen for your favorite team. I had one of the preachers call me the other day, Miss Hinton, and say, you think you know something about sports. Come on.
Something. At least we look at it. But anyway, look, we want you all to make sure you stay stuck and look at these games and come enjoy them with us. Also, Mr. E, around the town this evening, FYI After Dark at 6 o'clock p.m. on all social media platforms. Come on and listen to some things that are happening in our community, things that you should get involved with, or things you should just know that's here for your entertainment.
How can they get involved and hear us on FYI After Dark?
Actually, just come, like I said, 6 p.m. On Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram, YouTube. And we're going to be there and want you all to come. You can also participate as one of our panelists or our audience member. You can get that information. Miss Steve will give it in a little bit. In the meantime, listen, you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. We got some great shows coming up. We'll announce it in a few minutes. But don't forget to join us this evening. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show. If you want to be a special guest, a sponsor, or intern, or you like to be in our audience, all you have to do is email us your email, and we email you back on the date and the time that you can be a special guest on FYI Radio Show. And the email is FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com, or you can give us a call at 757-714-7861. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And don't forget, from 9:30 to 10, and on Monday, FYI After Dark. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Monday morning. Bye now.
All right. Listen, we're hyped. I'm telling you. Sports talk, basketball, NFL, women's basketball, football. We are loving it.
We having a basketball
And
show.
look, I hope you all have been tuning in and looking at some of the games. Look, if you haven't been looking at it, start looking at it now. We're down to the wire.
That's right. You're
basically.
down to the wire. You don't want to miss what is happening now. This will determine who will be in the final. This is the semifinal,
Yes.
the next level to being in the final. So here we
Yes.
got the Timberwolves against the OKC, the Thunders, and we got Indiana Pacers against those Knicks.
Let's see what happens. We're going to definitely report when we come on our sports talk segment next time.
Miss Sheila Robbins, who you think gonna beat? Do you think the Timberwolves gonna beat the OKC? Do you think Indiana Pacers gonna beat those Knicks? Miss, I'm going on Miss Sheila Robbins. I got to pull Miss Sheila. She's and Miss Mardell Lewis. Y'all been faithful to us, so I need you to tell us who's going to win that series.
I tell you what, listen, we got some upcoming shows besides sports talk. We got Around the Town this evening, 6 p.m. with Ed Everett and myself. He's going to come with community news and events. We got Jason Baker doing a part 2, cryptocurrency, money, and more. That's going to be nice. Also, we're going to have relationships 2025. Alicia Bennett and Katrina Burns, and hopefully our friend, the Love Doctor.
Yeah, Tony Veer.
Tony Veer.
Yeah.
We have talked with them, and they're ready. We got to give them a date. And we're going to also do a part 2 with Michael Marshall, the fentanyl crisis. He was here with us, and they had a great conference, and they want to do a follow-up and tell us, what happened. And some of the one of the persons that will join us will be someone whose child died of a fentanyl overdose. So we're going to be doing that. Also, What's Under the Hat, and Fun Friday and Women's Issues. Also, follow us on social media and visit our sponsors, Bulvic Academy, BULVIC, and Beard Gods, BEARDGODZ. You can also be a special guest, intern, or sponsor with FYI. Mr. E has the tea.
Just before we give you that information, I want to let you know also that school is about to close in another 10 days. Yeah. Be on the lookout for those children. Please find some center that you can take your grandchildren to, or some event that they can be a part of, so they won't sit in the house and eat up all your food and look at TV, run your electric light bill up. Find somewhere they can let that energy energy. Let that energy out. So listen, in about 10 days, school will be out. If you'd like to be a special guest, a sponsor, or intern, or you want to sit in our audience, all you got to do is email us your email and to FYI Radio Show live at gmail.com, or you can call us at FY at 757-714-7861, or you can inbox us at Everette's Facebook page, at Miss Yolanda, the lady Hinton's Facebook page, or FYI Facebook page, and let us know that you would either like to be intern, a guest, or sponsor, or sit in our audience. All right, you got all the information. Hey, use it.
Sheila said, I don't know. I love football. Look, we waiting for football. Look, when they start doing preseason and stuff, we'll be talking about football. In the meantime, we're going to finish up on our basketball games, and we're going to enjoy them. We're going all the way to the top with them, the finals. And we're just going to serve all the tea we can what's going on in the sports world.
Well, don't forget, Miss Hinton said that the New York Knicks going to beat the Indiana Pacers. I'm saying no.
Oh, wow. Anyway, we shall see. We shall see. It's any man's game. I hope. Look, these are the best of the best.
That's right.
Of the best.
That's right.
But anyway, listen. You all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Please meet us back here at 6 p.m. on Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Be blessed. See you then. Bye.
Two up, two down. VA.